Hi guys, welcome to my new home on YouTube. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today because this is my first video. I started this channel to share my passion of makeup artistry, and because of all the beauty YouTubers out there, that inspired me to go out and become a certified makeup artist to give myself that foundation before I embarked on this journey. I thought that I should start my channel off with my everyday go-to look, which is quite a soft and subtle look. Before we get into this video, please do consider subscribing, and if you like the content of the video, please do hit that like button. This all helps in growing my channel. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Starting with my brows, I'm going to use the Morphe M158 brush using the Crown eyebrow palette. I'm simply just going to outline the natural shape of my brows and just fill in any sparse areas. To clean up the area where I may have overlined, I'm just going to use the Crown concealer brush, and I'm going to be using the Kryolan Ultra Foundation palette in the shade NB1. So you'll hear me talk about the Crown products in this video, and these are products that were supplied to me by the New Zealand School of Beauty, which was part of the makeup kit that I received. Next, I'm going to prime my skin using the Morphe Priming Beauty Oil. I find that this primer works really well when I apply cream foundation. It just gives a nice smooth finish. Now moving on to contouring. We'll start with the light portion first. I'm going to use the Crown concealer brush, and still within the Kryolan Ultra Foundation palette in the shade NB1. Using this shade on the areas that should stand out and where the light may naturally hit my face. So the bridge of my nose, the forehead, and under the eyes where I normally have dark circles, I just want to brighten that up a bit. And then to fill in the laugh lines around my mouth, and I just apply a bit of the shade to my chin as well. I will get to the Cupid's bow a bit later in the video. Moving on to the dark portion of contouring, I'm going to use a contouring brush from the Body Shop, and still with the palette, the Kryolan Ultra Foundation palette in the shade Malibu Tan. So I'm just going to place the product in the hollows of my cheeks, across the top of my forehead and down my temple. I'm also going to place some of it around my lips. This does create the illusion of a fuller lip. And then also on the jawline, just to create the illusion of a more structured jaw. Moving on with the foundation, I'm going to take my beauty pot that I also received from the New Zealand School of Beauty, and I'm going to be using the shade Golden Tan 1. It's still within the Kryolan Ultra Foundation palette. I'm just going to apply this all over the face, but bounce with a little lighter pressure on areas that I have already placed contouring. And then I'll go in with the Malibu Tan shade again and just outline my nose. And just use my beauty pot to bounce slightly just to remove any harsh lines. Now back into the shade NB1, I'll just highlight my Cupid's bow. Moving on to the eyes, to apply the eyeshadow, I'll use the Morphe M433, and the palette that I'm going to make use of is the Crown OMG collection. So there are no names on the pans, so I just used a color that was subtle with my skin tone. So once you've applied on your eyelid, you just take a clean buffing brush. I'm using the Morphe M441 just to soften up any harsh lines and also to make sure that the product is buffed in an upward motion, just so that you give your eye a sharp lifted look. Now onto the bottom of the eye, I'm going to use the Morphe M124 brush, still in the OMG palette with the same shade that I applied to the lids. I'm going to line the bottom of the eye. For the eyeliner, I'll use the Morphe M158 brush, and I'm using the Go-To gel liner that I also received in my makeup kit in the shade Black. So I'll just line my waterline and pull out the edge just to help give the eye that extra lift. For the blush, I'm using an angled blush brush, and I'm using the palette provided by the school, which is the Crown Blush and Highlighter palette. You may use any color that gives you a natural flushed look. I'm using the lighter pink color in this palette. So I'm just applying it to the apples of the cheek towards the edge of the eye using soft pressure. For the bronzer, I'm using the Morphe E62 brush, and the bronzer that I'm using is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Matte Bronzer. I just want to define the nose to create the illusion of a pronounced bridge since I don't have one. And with that same brush, I'll just highlight the center of the nose using the same palette. To highlight the rest of my face, I'll use the Morphe M310 brush, still in that same palette, the blush and highlighter palette. Just highlighting the high points of my face. For the lips, the liner that I'm using is the Crown Lip Liner in the shade Fuego. I do like my Cupid's bow, so I try to make it as pronounced as possible. The lipstick that I'll be using is from Smudge, and it's in the shade Frost. Now the lip gloss that I'll be using is a lip gloss from Too Faced, which is from the Lip Injection range, and it's just a clear lip gloss. Now for the eyelashes, I'm using NARS Extreme Climax Mascara, and it is in the shade Uncensored Black. So I normally apply mascara, and if I'm using brow gel, at the end, just in case I have any fallout from other products or I accidentally go over with foundation or concealer on the lashes or brows. Finally, I'm going to be setting the entire look with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And this basically will just help to melt all the products together to give you a more polished look. And there you have it, guys. My look is done. So guys, this is the final look. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and thank you so much for sticking with me. Please, if you like this video, please do hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, share, ring the bell so that you know when I put out new content. Also, all the products and brushes that I used in this video today will be linked in the video below. Let me know if there are any other products out there that you do want me to try. I will do my best to try and get my hands on those products. Before you spend your money, I will give you an honest review. And I thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.